Okay, look, we're back. And where we last left off, I basically didn't get to play because we were stuck in just almost an hour-long section of just cutscenes. But we've had massive lore drops over the last couple episodes. So it turns out, I'm not real. I literally did not exist up until the point of this entire mission. Because my entire thing is, I am literally the will manifested by the prince himself of what his ideal person would be. What his ideal self would be. A person who helps no matter what. Who's seen quite literally what the bottom looks like and still wants to help people. That's what I am. And I have now fused back, so both my metaphysical self and my actual physical self have now fused together to make us. That is so strange. I said, oh, it turns out we're going to be brothers. And technically, I wasn't wrong. Oh, shit. Sorry. Sorry about the audio. There we go. That should be a little bit better. Yeah, and technically, I was not wrong. Technically, I was correct the entire way through. So let's talk about some things going on in the video game industry. Two things really come to mind. First off, it is currently being rumored, purely rumors right now, that Rocksteady is currently working on a new single-player Batman game. And I'm cautiously optimistic. Because on one regard, good. Like, that's the best. Rocksteady is at its best when it's making single-player games like that. However, as we saw with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, I'm not sure if current modern Rocksteady can make a good Batman game. You gotta remember, the people who made those really good Arkham games almost 10 years ago have long since left, so, In other news that I'm kind of cautiously optimistic about, Hasbro has now been pushing forward, and they're planning on making a live-action show for their MTG universe. There's no details on what it's going to be or how it's going to function, but apparently they want to make a game and a movie. Mind you, I really much did like the D&D movie they made, so I'm cautiously optimistic about this. It's clear that Hasbro just wants infinite money, and they're hedging their bets onto one of the most popular IPs under their company flag. But again, I hope if this does well, maybe we'll get a sequel to that D&D movie. Because again, I really did like that D&D movie. Either way, let's keep going with this. People are out in the streets like saying, kill your brother, kill your friends, how's your neighbor doing? This is not going to end up well. This is not going to end well for anyone. How am I supposed to fix racism? It's made for the good of the country. Oh, right. And Moore is like, I'm almost certain that Moore, just like how we were a split off of the prince, I feel like Moore is a split off of the king itself.
So
Sir, what can I even do? One guard can hold back a riot. Right, your highness, prince? That's what you are, aren't you? Then you're responsible for this too. It's not me that should be up with these blasted gallows. You should be putting this country back in the right senses. You hear me?
Irreverent.
I'm gonna try. Now is the age of power. It's time for the righteous to serve up the reckoning. This dead man is only the beginning. Those accursed nobles holding the money are rightfully ours. Their very existence is sin. Drag every last one of them out here, I say. Yeah, kill all the nobles! Oh, God. Just gonna walk around that. Luckily, I'm pretty sure people around here like me enough they wouldn't do that to me, right? Let's just say, posse swine. This is what you get for selling out your own tribesfolk. Oh, it's the executioner! Ugh. Even with the city in such state, this man refuses to budge. I feel like I've seen more and more like him too. What a mess, to be honest. I haven't understood how he feels. This town is completely chaos. Sometimes even I want to just give up on everything. Please don't! You'll turn into a human!
Oh, now this I can't believe.
This is getting bad.
Oh, now this I can't believe.
Don't say shite, this ass.
Every bloke on the block's gone crazy. Is it Luis' fault or is it yours? No, it doesn't matter. People are fighting each other on their own. Total rupture, a lot of them. Fighting in a city that's poor enough as it is. Stealing from each other? What's the point? I need to go stop Luis yesterday. Oh, a fairy.
Excuse me?
Hey, you. Are you the one in the drawing? I knew it. You are. I want my headband back. You are. You're famous then. You know how crazy the world is right now, Mr. Famous Person? From whereas where is it and what's it? Everything's gone weird. Really? Oh, right. And it's also been revealed that Luis is also not a Clamar. He was using a glamour on his headpiece. He's actually an Elda as well. Mr. Famous, can you do something about this awful sky? Yep, I'm decided. I'm gonna leave this problem to you people folk, but I think I'll stay put for a while and watch over it from here, okay? You know what? It's probably for the best.
Smash it all to
Let's move.
Cleared everyone out. Let's hurry inside. We need to stop and fix this now.
Everyone, I'm glad you made it back in one piece. Since you left, Luisa's following has only grown.
Have you changed? You're still the same person, aren't you?
'Tis quite a story, but it deserves explaining. I only hope you can believe us.
I wasn't real, but now I am.
Alright, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. I had thought all this business with declaring yourself the prince was a well-meaning bluff. But under the deception, you were, in fact, the actual prince. Is that right?
Technically, yeah.
Still, I mean, how do you get the whole country to believe your story?
We don't
Is that
believe.
even possible?
We don't make him believe that part. We just make him believe that Luis pulls some bullshit, and I'm here to take the country into a better direction.
Frankly, I doubt it. We've just seen firsthand how far we'll get trying to talk the people down.
Then what will you do? If this goes on.
But you're still you, yes?
Of course.
You came to help everyone, just like you helped me before, right?
Yes, that's right. It'll all turn out fine.
Good.
I see. So, even if no one believes you, you're still determined to settle the score with Luis head-on?
Yup.
Even so, the gulf between us is wider than ever. The people have all but named him their champion. With so little time, a guileless appeal to the public may fall on deaf ears.
Hard luck for the honest knight. Not much room left for civil debate now that Luis is openly advocating killing his opposition. Well, that ship sailed when the king's magic faded. Anyway, if there is a key to turning the tide, first place I'd look is the castle in the sky.
Sounds like a good idea.
You saw how violent and volatile the city folk are now, but I don't think it's as simple as fearing Luis. I've been keeping an eye on the royal capital while you were off on your jaunt through the woods. Frankly, the change in public sentiment was too sudden, unnatural. It's as if they've been collectively drained of their sanity, and if I had to guess what's causing it...
You're implying it's Luis's doing? All the eeriness in the sky. Is that because...
Don't know, but the change in the citizens is certainly odd. If something really is forcing it, that means we might still have a chance to fix it.
Well, he's joining the royal palace. Whether or not he truly desires a world overrun by humans, we won't know his mind until we confront him.
On the other hand, it may well be bait for a trap.
Probably.
Trap or not, we have no other choice.
Okay, I like how you look. I miss my yellow eye a little bit, but I really like his blue eyes. I want my headband back, though.
Then it's settled. Head to the royal palace and put a stop to whatever Luis is cooking up. With that Skyrunner, you're the only ones who can. And we'll fight in the ways we can too. We'll make sure the whole kingdom hears that the real prince is back after all the strife he's been through.
Indeed. If you can make things better, you might just inspire everyone to remember their own hopes and dreams.
Batlin's so fucking cool, dude.
Maria's been terribly patient, waiting for you and believing in you. It'd be nice to see her smile again.
Agreed.
Right.
This is one of those disturbances, and stopping him will only help us in the approval ratings. If we can restore stability and rational thought, it'll pave way to defeat Luis. We must press on with the faith in that.
I'll always believe in you. We'll all do our best, so you can be a good king.
Indeed. If we win, I suppose you really will be king.
We're counting on you, O king.
Oh, and to play into the whole, it's a metaphor thing. The main character's name is Will. aka literally the will of the prince.
'Tis too late today for a grand charge, I fear. Let us take a night's rest, and on the morrow we make for the castle.
Bet. All right, let's see how this pans out. Probably not very well, but
What to pick?
Oh, there's a fairy here. I don't want to be about the people outside. They're weird lately, but the people in here feel nice and warm, though. I wonder why. Is there optimism in here? Well, we've gotten stronger since you came in, actually. I can feel people's hearts unwinding. Pretty amazing. What kind of magic is that? I wish people outside were like this. Me too. Oh, and they're gone.
Oh, it's
No
Mister.
matter what happens, we'll still you to me, mister. I'm gonna keep cheering you on forever.
You...
Who would have believed you were His Highness, the actual prince? I apologize for less than royal accommodations, but tried to have a good rest for the Highness. Man, you... Oh, wow, there's more rats. There's a lot more rats. And their eyes are red now. Or is that just the lighting? Ew. No matter what I say, the people of Grand Strat are going to look down on you. It's times like this where your actions will speak louder than your words. When they see you stand up to Luis, it'll be plain who's in the right. I will it! There's something foul in the air in Grand Strat. Everyone seems so anxious. Those who oppose us do so with fervor. But there are also those who believe in us. We must press on.
Oh, hell.
Everyone's filled with so much anxiety now. They don't know what to do. Public sentiment is very volatile at times like this, but there's still a way to win. It's so different from when we were in Grand Strat last. Everyone's staring at you with such disdain in their eyes. We must remember you still got people on your side, Will. Let's just do what we can.
But now,
Yeah, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 social links maxed. 6, 7. Oh, I can do mores now. This person's dead, Harbor, so you can't help. You're a child, they're not gonna listen to you. You guys are part of my party, so they're not gonna listen to you guys either. Fuck.
Your Highness.
And so, His Highness returns to the royal capital in triumph and glory. In truth, I'd like to welcome him back in a grand feast. Oh well, the day shall come when the people too celebrate you in grand fashion. My spirits are ready to ensure that day comes.
Honestly.
First, you were Luis's subordinate, and then a false prince, and now you're wakened as his true highness. None have walked so strange a path as you, and after all this, you still mean to be king.
come on.
Some turnaround, eh? Last time you were here, people were falling over themselves to welcome you. Now the only thing I see in their eyes is fear. Damn it. People, even if Will turned into a monster, Luis is the one making him. It's a bit scarier if you ask me. They don't know that. Bigger and soften the bones in the Gauntlet Rider. Maybe it's time to call it. Oh, quit acting like the Gauntlet Rider is like the worst thing ever. It's not that bad. I feel like you never slept in a
hero draws near.
Oh,
which shall see the crowning of a new king. 31 days remain.
Okay, we are in the endgame.
To all the people who dwell in this land.
This voice?
Soon, naught but 1 month will remain. On the dawn of the day of the hero, the one who has inspired the greatest faith of the people shall inherit the kingdom. I bid thee forget not these words.
Alright, so I have 31 days to max out my social links. Understandable. Rules have been established.
Wasn't expecting to wake up to such a spectacle. But I suppose that confirms it. This is where it ends.
Luis has already fortified himself behind the palace walls. Good thing we've got a Skyrunner, or it'd already be over for us.
Or perhaps it is us he has been waiting for all this time.
However disturbing the world looks now, 'tis only a prelude to the deadland Luis strives for.
Sky looks proper hellish already. And with all the humans out there, it's no wonder everyone's losing their grip.
Well, he wanted a fair world where strength decides everything. Funny how that's indistinguishable from absolute chaos.
Exactly.
But it's Luis who has the most support right now. And that wasn't born of deception. He broke the nation's order, and everyone knows it.
True enough. That's what got Ardell and I dreaming to begin with. Figured a world where the poor and weak get trampled on was a world worth breaking. Come to think of it, what do we all stand for, really?
Maybe... hope.
A little broad, don't you think?
A little bit.
I don't really know what everyone's talking about, but everyone who's seen you and your friends say you're amazing. You make them really, really happy. Because, you know, you've got all the tribes in your team. Everyone's different, but you keep working together and doing great. You're so cool.
And once again, Maria being the most mature character in this entire game.
A fair point. You're quite right, Maria. It is a hard thing to word, so forgive my fumbling. But perhaps it is a matter of standing for something Luis does not believe exists. We must prove that it does.
If you keep on believing in what you want, and you keep on working hard for it, it will come true.
That's right, love. I can think of plenty of people who would be much happier if they took a page from your book.
I see now. This is surely the essence of true magic.
Best of luck, Your Highness. After all those speeches about taking the throne, it'll be awfully irresponsible to go dying on us now.
Agreed. If Luis claims victory, everyone will be sacrificed in his way. You're to prevent that from happening. Whatever Luis is doing in that royal pass has to be stopped as soon as possible. It's up to us to do it.
Right. Thank you.
Well, we'd best keep an eye on the calendar. The king's deadline was the dawn of the day of the hero, so we've got until the day before. And that won't be the end of things either. Even if people come to their senses, it would amount to nothing if Luis sits upon the throne. Personally, I think we should prioritize our main objective here. I'm sure we'd get it done, but we have to make sure we have at least one day to spare before the day of the hero.
We've got a few days left, so it's up to you how we spend them. When we set off, let's do it with no regrets.
Dread.
So Luis is hiding in the floating royal palace here. We have to stop him. I won't accept King Luis. That's... And right there's a labyrinth.
Everywhere is dread. Jesus Christ.
All right.
Blight.
We'll face danger here.
Ugh.
And right there's a labyrinth. Which one?
Dread seems to be the normal
hold
state
on.
right now. With
We'll
certain
face
places
danger
when they have weather will be called blights.
This place.
Ugh. Alright. Let me go talk to Moore and get my 7th upgrade first, though.
Let's put an end to
Head
this.
to the Royal Palace in the sky to save 9 stars. Mission with a deadline has begun. The Giants at Airborne Palace depart from the Round Table and the Gauntlet Runner. Due to the Magla disturbances of the kingdom, the entire country is experiencing dread weather. It wasn't bad enough. Be cautious of an inclement weather called Blight. The abilities of your followers and the supporters will be indispensable when it comes to surpassing Luis and becoming crowned the new king. Use this time to ensure you have no regrets when you depart. Prevent Luis's destructive vision and rescue the kingdom's future from the day of the hero arrives.
So?
You need to be absolutely sure that you're ready for anything before you head in. That place has definitely changed from the last time you were here.
Smash it all to bits!
The surface of Flying Castle sounds romantic. A shame Luis is waiting inside. Regardless, are you ready to... No!
You're right.
No, we have much more to do.
All right, then.
We got a quest there.
Luis is the only one left. It will be Lord Luis.
Now, where was it?
Sup, Dad? How you doing? There's no way that's not, the king. There's no way this guy isn't an offshoot of the king.
Oh.
Well, I knew over time. I might ask you for a demonstration. How you doing, kitty cat? I think I'm so soothing in it, so I'll never forget the hustle of the outside world even for a moment. A magical formula apparently written by the king. It's titled The Royal Magic, but it's written in a language from the old world and I can't read it. A mysterious name is written, me.
That reminds me.
You figured out the parts where you can't read are written in the old world language, right? Were you able to find anything
The
else?
truth of the matter is...
Somewhat, yes. However, it raises even more questions than it provides answers. What do you mean? It's all names. The parts written in the old world language aren't part of the spell at all. It's a list of
Not
people's
quite.
names. Then again, perhaps that's the type of spell.
No way!
Really kind of creepy, you ask me. Whose names are these anyway? I can't make heads or tails of all this seeker and royal magic business. Perhaps immortal magic isn't the kind of spell you assumed it is. The floating palace, the way the spell reads, the hearts of the people, and protect candidates from assassination. Perhaps there is a deeper truth behind the magic's individual aspects. The former king's greatest wish was to guide the kingdom to reform. I assume that's what's written there is the crux of his endeavors.
That's right.
I'm not confident in my ability to decipher any further meaning from it. When or if you recall anything, I would appreciate you to the scroll for me again.
What's this?
I'm sorry, books. That is not to touch that. A variety of books here that are all over the world, and many of them are quite pleasant reads. All right. But as I say, it's not read without precaution.
What's this?
So I haven't unlocked that ability to deal with that book yet.
Now, why do that?
Astonished you managed to touch so many archetypes. Are you some sort of prodigy? At the very least, you surely won me a new memory in return.
Incredible.
All right.
I need eloquence. Did you remember something?
Everything okay?
Yes.
Yes, I did. But before
Please.
Seeing as you're here, won't you tell me some stories of your travels? I've been watching over you, and I do value your perspective. Sure, Dad. He has the same horns as the king. I see. Interesting. Though I heard nothing that might reveal this place, which means I suppose the king must have imprisoned me here because... You figured something out? I mentioned before, I believe I've hit upon this place's true nature.
Listen here.
I believe this is the classroom at the Royal Mage Academy. That place is already... Yes, it's a place you ventured near yet. I felt nothing. I wonder if we were somewhere in the ruins, but from what you told me, it seems unlikely. In other words, this is a separate place, simply based on the study of the Magic Academy, meaning the king expressly created this room to conduct research. I imagine I was put here to prevent my research, but it was quite the opposite. The king sought to place me where I might develop transform magic yet further. And by continuous research, my memories would return. In a way, all my travels may have been by his design. These answers I sought, this place, my identity. In the end, the only path toward them was continuing my pursuits.
This research.
The pieces are coming together. It seems the time to uncover the truth is finally come.
Yeah.
Let's find out together.
Surely.
If I have every support, I can face any truth. Where ultimately revealed. I shall accept it unflinchingly, with eyes open. Am I a brave sinner who must pay for his offenses, or am I a revolutionary who must change the future? Both?
I'm grateful, truly.
This resolve of mine is also thanks to you. For the Utopia I will make reality. I'll battle my past until the end. Oh, is that the Seeker? The scholar in search of utopia, more within him dwells more. Oh, which was Seeker, Fire for Trust, new power, which gives me
May the truth
Soul
guide us
Hacker.
both.
You can find and study the Soul Hacker in academia. Try seeing what new powers await you.
Listen here.
Now it's time for your next test, a true test. This one of the thesis, as it were. I ask you to research an elite archetype. It matters not which one you choose to focus on, so long as you do so until it's approved no longer.
This one's important.
So get an elite archetype to 20. I can do that. This is the height that none before you reach. The stronger your power, the greater will
If all goes according to
Once
plan.
this is complete, the path to the ultimate archetype may finally be in sight, and with it, our ultimate answer. Everything lies in your hands, Will. Let us break through the barriers of this trial and see our future to fruition.
I have faith in
I
you.
believe in you to the end. Sure, Dad. Let's take a look at that Soul Hacker class. Also, can I make a new mask while I'm here?
I've been waiting.
You've awakened the Prince archetype. The power within your way of life has influenced even more your allies. And now, signs of power beyond imagination present themselves. Is the power of a true hero, one who supports the perspective of the sovereign, such as a royal archetype. I hope you'll let me witness this power come to fruition. In response to the protagonist's true awakening, his allies can now summon. So here it is. So next heroic embodiment is this. The requirements for heroic archetypes are difficult, but there are powerful archetypes unique to each
Do
ally.
make yourself at home. I have faith.
Okay, max it out. Muscle mask. Oh, it's the Berserker. don't you just say the Berserker mask? I need an avatar for that one. Okay. So
that.
How do I study the archetypes, though? Oh, got a new book over there. And I still need to look at Soul Hacker.
What now?
Soul Hacker. Learn many skills that restore MP when attacks hit, making it very useful for long dungeon runs. Hello! Hello? Hello? Seeker's Flame and Seeker's Gales. Busted! Oh, Soul Blade absorb MP. Strike. Trial of the Seeker. Holy shit, that's dumb. Alright. And everyone with their runs in the Berserker? And Destroyer. Oh, you know what happens? I probably read that, died, and then have just not coming back. The Prince archetype. From the time immemorial, there have been heroes who are born into greatness rather than achieving it solely by their deeds. The ones who embody the virtues of all heroes, standing in magnanimity above them. There is no need to name him, for he has been called since antiquity Prince. Does this archetype truly exist? What powers does it hold? Whatever truths are behind this mystic force must, but much will be expected of this royal hero. He must protect the people's livelihoods and safety for his country with his life. This cannot be accomplished alone. True strength comes from knowing one's allies well enough to combine their strengths in battle. Let no prince forget this truth.
Incredible.
Almighty attacks, wide range of synthesis attacks. So
I've been waiting.
Oh, there it is. Samurai to 20. Royal Warrior. Vorpal Blade. Unwavering Blade. Concentrate. What's the difference between Concentrate and Charge? Oh, you can only use Charge once? Okay. Big attacks 50%. Physical attacks, Slave Surge, Hostile. Oh! You just get, what's his face? Shit. Why is his name escaping me? I need to look it up. Yoshizuna's. Or Yoshitsune's. Yeah, you get his signature move for this guy. Okay. Defeats an enemy with a physical attack. No turn icon lost. Interesting. Alright, next we have Hulkenberg. Oh wow, you gotta get a lot. Okay, so we're clearly gonna have more time to do all this. Because there's no way I can get all that without heavy grinding. Raises a barrier that notifies one almighty attack. Pierce attacks by 30%. Omni counter and Noble Soul. Adds one turn icon after a proclamation skill is used. Huh! That's obscene. Next we have Heismay, Royal Thief. So Ninja is obviously one of them, not surprised. Nullifies Strike. Oh, that's pretty good. Plunder. Oh! So it's just a strictly better steal. Start a battle. Nice Slash. May kill all targets in one hit. Cool. Complete all of the enemies' turn if their attack is dodged. Does it not? Oh no, you lose 2. Okay. Next we have Royal Masked Dancer. Persona Master and Trickster. So I need to actually get you onto this line, huh? Thank you. Ruins Flamethrower, Hellfire Dance, Ice Blue Dance, Magic Surge. Prevents turn icons when an enemy is defeated Using... Oh, magic. Okay. Don't know yours yet, but you get the summons. Summon Fairy. Summon Harvest God. Hello. Noble. If the winner defeats enemy with a summon magic, no turn icons lost. Okay. Next we have Basilio. I don't even have access to the classes he needs yet. Wanton Destruction. Wings to Strike. Charge. Stormbreak. Health Vessel. For all enemies for 2 turns. Not bad. Systematic Destruction. Extreme physical damage to one enemy ignores resistances. Strike Surge and Noble Soul. The Widow lands a critical attack with the attack. No turns are lost. So I need a crit fish for you. That's me. Huh. Okay. Interesting.
Oh. You'll come again.
So yeah, there's clearly at least like another month or 2 after this, because there's no way I have time to get all of these things maxed out at the pace I'm going. It's not like I'm playing slow or anything, but still.
It will be Lord Luis before too long.
What now?
A new means of protection.
Perfect. Now, Hulkenberg, what did I need for your class again? So you needed Elemental Master, Paladin, and Dark Knights. So I'm currently working on Paladin. So let's get you over to that immediately. So does everyone have... You need more levels of that. So, Heisme, Mass Dancer, one more.
Steady effort is key.
Okay. So, I have it at 11, you have it at 11, you have it at 12, you have it at 12, you have it mastered, you have it at 11. Mage and Thief up. Okay. So... I need to get your Thief to 10.
I can use this.
Perfect. And then I need to get your what to what? Get your Mage to 15. Alright.
So irreverent. Hey.
Hey, remember how I said I'd cook for you? Well, I've got an idea for what we make now. Next time we're on the road, I'll got cushion duty, yeah? Sure.
Oi!
Oh, you there, Clemar. You support Count Luis, don't you? Of course I do. So Luis and I are the same tribe and all. Good, then you fork over some corn then. We need some campaign funds while the mayhem we're planning. You agree, don't you? Can you not shake people down? Hey, Elda, what's everyone doing such bad things? A lot of people are dying. Everyone says it's the Elda's fault. But that's not true, is it? Sorry, I said a lot of mean things to you before. I feel so bad. Can you make everyone stop? I'm gonna try, kid!
Oh, yeah!
Oh, what a sight. All my past tormentors crying and screaming their asses off. Fuck.
Hello.
Enough. Are you the candidate who claims to be the prince? If you possess my intrinsic skill, then that's task for you. There's a place in distance from Altaberry called Mounts of Volcano. I'd ask you to look for the Warrior King's legendary great sword there. The story goes that ages ago, the Warrior King united the land under his exemplary leadership. Even the sword he carried became the stuff of legends. It's said to be stunning, awe-inspiring craftsmanship. I've traveled many leagues in hope of seeing it, and in fact, it's been 10 years since I first set out. Oh, wow. But it's that Mounts Volcano is the veritable den of monsters. No doubt I'll die before I find it. That's why I figured might enlist someone so princely in my stead. Of course, I'll reward you handsomely, and you're sure to find all the treasure there. What do you say?
I guess so.
It's hard to turn down treasure. We might find something we could use against Luis, or if not, we could always sell it and buy something useful. What do you say? Yeah, sure. Look for the sword. You got time.
Much gratitude to
you. Do it? You have my gratitude. I shall, of course, prepare a suitable reward. Not to mention the sword you're to keep. Oh, cool.
We did it!
Yeah, that's totally worth it. Remember, the great sword is sealed within Mount Volcano.
Let's give it a shot.
Was that 7.5? Yeah, 7.5.
That's where you want to go.
Mount Volcano. Mount Volcano? Really?
This place.
And it's just dread. Okay.
Help me, will ya?
I think I really get better of you. There's dangerous monsters there. Of course, you know the difference between bravery and foolishness. We're prepared accordingly.
Oh, God.
Louis, it's just too much to
Husband
be
be
king.
killed. Oh, I think I shall surely follow. What can a woman like me possibly do without a husband? I'm nothing, powerless. That's not true. All the time you spent supporting your husband, that took power. Not to mention, I enjoy the time we've had together. You make me happy. I don't want it to end. Please come down and consider the future. There's always be a tomorrow.
rightfully ought to be king.
He's supposed to have dropped out of the tournament when he lost, but the posters are still up. Maybe the results still supporting him, and his messages are just that
Louis,
deeply rooted.
rightfully ought to be king.
Oh, God.
All right, then. Go.
Well,
Oh!
in the blazes?
The acclimator's been flipped. Why?
What do you think you're playing at?
Well, it's rubbish when they said you're the prince. Damn human. The people won't tolerate your tricks for long. The city's a right mess right now. They can't be bothered with the likes of you. The acclimators get destroyed. It'll be another blow to the country.
What in the... Now what am I to do?
There's been some nasty rumors about you at the hotel I work at. I knew they could never be an elder prince, that kind of thing. I know you're just a lowly cook, but I've seen how terrible people can be treated because of the tribe. Please don't let all this break your spirits.
So that's what it's come to. What in the... I do? It will be Lord Luis before too long.
I took you to Grand Trap as promised. This marks the end of our relationship. I'm just doing my job. Where you lot got up to from here is none of my business. Got it? Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the city into a sea of flames.
It will be Lord Luis before too long.
I heard someone slew that monster above the corridor. It must be one strapping clad. Whoever it was, I wonder if they could help things here. It's just a danger inside the city it is outside nowadays. That's what everyone's been saying anyway. I happen to agree.
That damn Luis.
Damn Luis supporting insurgents. If they hate the city so much, they're free to use this gate for their departure. Your Highness, there's no countryman of mine. Feed them to the dogs and try to... No!
Well, I'll not loiter in the storm. Oi!
You. I didn't want to come all this way and just question your actions, but what are you planning to do all about all this? How will you fix this mess? How do you get our city back to the way it was? You're not going to take off in that runner, are you? If you do that, I have no faith in anything anymore. I do to take off, but I'm going to take off to fix shit.
You little
Salvation. Hurry, oh God, destroy this world. Calm down now. The time isn't right yet, so we just need to focus on the plan. Let's hear it back. When I get the sign, I slaughter the guard and open the gates, and God will appear and kill them all. Just so. Keep it amongst friends, eh? Oh, God. I need to leave. I need to leave this conversation.
The world belongs to Lord Luis.
Hey?
Hey, have you forgotten me already? Some people know me as the Queen of Cuisine, though I suppose that title is a little presumption to the useful company of the Astral Prince. Right, we met you in Martyria. You used to be the chef at the Royal Palace. Are you still on your journey to perfect the art of cooking? Correct. I once again have need for your talents. I require a point of view that allows you to create such unexpected and proper dishes.
Whatever will I
The
do?
thought constantly crossed my mind. In times such as these, what can I cook to ease the hungry of the struggling to survive? I speak of those who cannot afford gourmet cuisine. The most they can hope for is a simple fare, which fills the stomach but leaves the heart empty. Therefore, what the world needs is a dish that, while comprised of simple ingredients, brings with it a colorful sweetness that brings the drudgery of every day.
Whoa.
Dish that's simple yet exciting? I like the idea, but honestly, I have no clue how to make something
Lovely,
like that.
that.
When I think of food that quickens my pulse, the first thing that comes to mind is a sweet flavor. Nourishing lumbies are a must. So that everyone from a wee child to the elderly may eat its comfort of a fluffy texture would be perfect. See, so you need to dish with lumbies and a fluffy
If you have a
texture.
spare moment.
Correct. If you manage to whip up a dish like that, seems promising. Simply return here and tell me about it.
Let's give it a shot.
A fluffy lumby dish. And it'll give you more eloquence too. What happened here? I can't. How did you die? You were the only Kumar who let me air my thoughts. This can't be happening.
Smash it all to bits.
I knew it. I knew this all along. As soon as you stepped to the foot of the stage, everything in this country was upended. It's you. It's all because it's you. Give it back. Bring back the ways things were before you appeared when we had peace. I will. Sorry, too late. But those words of yours, you weren't lying, were you? You can't turn back time, can you? You're only the one who can rely on now. From Eldo to be our last hope, this country must truly be in a sorry state. I'm gonna think about, but prove me wrong, boys. Save this country. Jesus Christ! She can't help but be racist! It's in her fucking DNA!
Oh,
Learn into this madness. It's everywhere. On the streets in front of the tavern, people watch as others are being killed. I think I understand now. This is all just a dream. And when I wake, the sky will be clear and the town, all those people will be back to normal. Just a dream. Yes, just a dream. None of it is real now.
Talking nonsense,
You
are.
little
Oi, you there.
bastard,
Have
you.
heard you speaking ill of Luis. Mind telling me what you were running your mouth about like that? It's just part of my job. Assuredly, you must understand. I meant no offense, truly. I don't understand at all. Bastards like you talk big, refuse to own up to your word. They're just spawned on the gallows.
You are.
Corey, the king, our leaders. All are lost, every last one. No, the final word has yet to be written. Surely you've heard the rumors concerning the discarded ruins, haven't you? Some believe it to be a bandit stronghold, but that's just the front. If we make our way there, we are sure to find true salvation bestowed upon us from God.
the only one left. You don't think I'll forget this, do
There's a
ya?
soldier there. He's behaved this way in the Grand Confusion as well, always casting his eyes in this direction from across the street. I know it. Perhaps he's an agent of Louis, sowing discord from within. That must be the targeting the Sanctus Church where Godot is. Did Godot become the Sanctor? He did! Closure. Why Godot doesn't expel monsters like you out of the church. How absolutely horrid. We all know the Elder are a dangerous tribe. It's written so clear in the scriptures, and yet, oh, both Sanctus Ford and Saint Rello would have... You. Closer. What brings you all into closer? Godot? We should be asking the same thing. Do I really look out of place with what people worship now? Well, yes, I suppose I do. We both lost our eminence Ford and Rello. Now the city's overrun the Luis's rabble. I must admit, even I have come to the point where I've lost my way. I dedicated myself to the protection of Sanctus, but now find myself without the means to do so. I've become what Rello referred to as the weak. Now, based on her words, I've been weak all along, incapable of doing anything on my own. Chief of the monk army in name alone. I recognize it now, yes. Even with our leaders gone, I still believe in God, though I know not what I can do to help. I surmise that if I couldn't stand tall with the church, then nothing would get done. Rest assured, I have no intention of making an enemy of His Highness the Prince either. From this point, if you require the sister's church, I'll lend my ear. Now then, what may I do for you?
Whoa.
Huh. I mean, I said it before. I'm not against the concept of religion. I think people who are able to use religion to be better people, even though I think you should do it without the need for religion. But if you're used to become a better person, I'm for it. So I'm glad that he's now using it to do what he should be doing. Oh, for this congregation to come under threat, close your eye. Please stay safe. Unfortunately, I'm powerless in this matter. Unlike his eminence Ford and Rella, what can someone such as I do in this situation? So use Luma Bugs and Fluffy. Understandable.
The world belongs to Lord of
Lucius supporters are starting fights with people that just because they're Clamar. I'm so terrified. I feel like my life could be over at any moment. Bloody hell, we haven't done a thing to these people, and they've got all this grudge out for us, all on account of our tribe? So this must be how the Purpose have been treated. No wonder they're all so alienated. Still, it's all a damn mess, and for what? Oh, now you're getting it? Now you're getting it? Can't shake this feeling. The soldier across the street is staring at me. What did I do? If he's gonna keep acting like that, then I... Oh, God.
Alright then.
I need to dismantle this. I need to fix this. Look, just because I don't... I need to fix this. I need to fix this. I need to fix this. Even though I understand where their hatred is coming from, you can't do a race war, guys. You can't do a race war! No! The Royal Funeral showed us soldiers the truth of the limits of the state's army. This feels 3 times worse. Monsters are going on rampages, the city is rioting, and there's nothing we can do about it. Even struggling against this is futile. But are you going to keep fighting, Your Highness? Of course I am! We got 3 new ones.
That's a rough one.
Bird throughout Oceania, but it says that it's Kakadillos that lived over 100 years, growing enormous strong in Israel. In the past, it appeared near Brohaven. Each time a delegation is formed, dispatched to kill it, they've all failed. The best they can do is wound it, but each and every time it's fled back to some skydown ruins. So it flew back to its perfect little hiding spot, and no one could chase after it. Until we came along with Skydunner. I guess it's really up to us. Let's take it. Thank you. As it stands, the city is on the verge of succumbing to a total panic. In truth, the rumors about the beast are more worrying than the damage that's being caused. The great monster burn brings plague and famine, as they say. A plague? Is there any truth to that? It's just superstition, but in this day and age, the panic caused by such rumors can spread instantly, like flames across a parched field. The idea of this plague is adding anxiety to an already chaotic situation. A riot could break out at any moment. But we've got to stop it. So, where can we find this bird monster? You know, these mushroom-shaped rocks in Brohaven. At the top of those, there's a ruin known as the Manor of Ascendant. Seems like the burn happened upon the ruins some time ago and decided to be the perfect nest. It's not a place that just anyone can get to. There's undoubtedly plenty of dangers waiting for you up there, but there are also rumors of
counting on you.
At the rate you manage to slay Kokomorodos, bring me the cockatrice's crest as evidence. I'll give you
okay,
the reward then. Brohaven informant.
Let's do it.
I don't need the courage, but I do need the EXP.
Ooh.
And the rocks, right? Ruins on top of rocks. Sure is weird. But we should be able to get there if we fly.
This place.
Bandit Chief Sistas.
That's a rough one.
Which is more than monsters causing trouble nowadays. This contract will require you to assassinate Founder Sistas, the leader of a religious fanatics. And by religion, I don't mean sanctus or even pagans. This is some nameless sect that are proclaiming death to be true salvation. They believe that if they die before the world is destroyed, that we were born in a different one. They say, oh, the thing they're gonna get an isekai! They say the world of today is fated to end, and dying is our only means of rescue. If they kept their delusional fantasies to themselves, it wouldn't be a problem. But now they're attacking people near Grand Trad in the name of salvation. That's going too far. They're no better than the common bandits. Indeed, security in Grand Trad's bad enough with all that's going on, so this death cult is pushing us over the edge. Some have even started sympathizing with their ideology. By all counts, it's chaos in Grand Trad right now. So please, for the sake of Grand Trad, end these attacks. Leave it to us. Thank you. Frankly, there's not a moment to lose. Just because between you and I heard that they got their hands on a secret where they could kill people en masse and brought it to their hideout. It's pathetic they got such thing under their nose. But the military has its hands full, keeping the peace and hunting down monsters. We need
Counting on you.
Founder's Hatchery. Got it. They're holed up in North Grand Trad in Disgrace Ruins. I'll share the location.
Let's do it.
Oh, that's that place they were talking about. Those old people were talking about. Jesus Christ, is that an 8.5?
Let's see.
I think there'd be ruins out there. Just what are they planning in there? It's pretty far, but if we fly there, we should be around before the day ends.
We'll face danger here.
And last but not least,
that's a rough one.
Much obliged for taking this contract. Everyone else has been reluctant to take it. This place, well, back during a famine, a plan was hatched to save food. It involved abandoning the people there and leaving them to die. Of course, it's an antiquated practice these days. Rumor is the resentment of these unlucky people manifested into this monster. But if that creature's or demos is left as it is, it's highly likely to start terrorizing the neighboring areas as well. That said, if the superstition doesn't deter you, by all means, take it down. What do you think? Probably for the best. I knew you looked dependable. The place is called Abandoned Path. Or Demos won't show his face willingly. Okay, so he's got to defeat more of the monsters. So we've done this concept before.
Counting on you.
Talon.
Let's do it.
Altsbury. Things we need to cross the forest by land. Flying's too risky given the volatile nature of the mountains.
And right there's a labyrinth.
Alright. I hear a golden beetle.
Huh?
Hello.
All right. Where to? All right. Where to?
Let's go.
I knew it. Figure the beat. So is the sky still dreading here as well? Yup.
Humans.
Luis, I could see it.
Please. Hello.
Well, going on your way to talk to him started like me. I'm out here.
Grand, isn't it?
You picked my interest, so let me share something with you I picked up in the tavern. It's about the old structure called the Forsaken Tower north of the town here. It's teeming with powerful monsters, and none who step inside have ever stepped back out. I heard there's 3 such towers in the world, and apparently the number itself is insignificant. Anyway, to look at you, the elder with a fairy in tow, you wouldn't have to be the hero who saved the island.
Now what am I to do?
If that's the case, I think there's something in particular you should hear. Consider this top secret. Apparently there's some sort of legendary monster at the top. I've heard it's got something to do with a trial for obtaining a forbidden power. But that's about all I can tell you. Anyone who's looked into it has survived to tell the tale. But considering you dealt with the dragon god and saved our island, if a forbidden power is real, I'd want to go to a hero like you. I've no doubt the chief would agree, so I'll leave it to you to see if the legend
Cheers, eh?
If you were to dive a little deeper into the trial, try the informant in the tower. I get a lot of my information there.
Let's take a moment to prepare.
Trial of the dragon. Holy shit! 9.5!
Please, if there's anything you can do.
Yeah.
All right.
Been pounding the Forsaken Tower. Fun. Shall we check it out? Not anytime soon.
All right then.
9.5. Okay. Okay, so that's everything here.
Let's go.
I want to see what gear that guy has today while I'm here.
Greetings.
There's
Well,
customer, think, Stormy. Oh, no. I'm good.
Oh dear, oh dear.
All right then.
Now, where's that guy who's just on the streets? Where is he? There
Let's
he is.
go.
This weather is dreadful.
Not you. Don't think I would be able to meet His Highness the Prince. Hey, wait, that dog, is that Claudel's? Did this pup then? I picked up the sweet bowl while he was in the bad way down the harbor. You picked him up? I did. He's abandoned there, all covered in wounds. Now the crib is so could do such a thing.
Guess.
Oh, the thing is, I can still see the signs of melancholiasia, but don't worry. I studied all that at the Mage Academy, taking all the appropriate precautions to keep the magic from having negative effects on him. You sure? Well, as long as you're confident that he won't attack you. Don't be religious. He's a gentle soul. I'm sure his PB would have loved him very much.
It was all in
I
vain.
try to reunite him with his real owner, but he's not stuck with an old fellow like me. But with the world as it is, I fear the worst. So I'm my best to take care of him by myself.
See.
Yeah, a lot has happened between us and Godel, but none of it's Hector's fault. He's an innocent dog. When you have the tone for what he did to him someday. I mean, okay. Everything's getting really, really real around here, but it's all right. We know we can fix this, mister. My friend, my mom, my dad, and everyone in the neighborhood are cheering you on, mister. You can do this. Well, he kept his promise to us. Make sure we live up to his expectations.
The world belongs to Lord Luis.
Captivating!
Whoa!
Ah, it's you. I sell more than just herbs. Oh, I'm good.
All right then. Where to?
Thought so.
Let's go.
What the fuck do you mean it's captivating? In what world is this captivating? The sky looks like it's about to murder someone.
Hello there.
Hello there. I apologize for bringing this up at a time like this, but that's something I thought I'd show to tell you. Lately, I've been searching through some old history set review of our traditional editions, and I discovered something about a set of towers scattered throughout the country.
Whoa.
Like the one place, right?
I see.
Clear? Oh, is that so? That makes things simpler. According to this book I've read, when turmoil rocks the world of man, a sign will appear in the Tower 3. 3 trials for 3 towers upon the hero who proves thrice a forbidden power that has been sealed away in this world bestowed. Essentially, 3 towers will appear, each with their own trial, and then whoever conquers them will obtain some kind of great unprecedented power. The nature of this power is unknown. However, judging by the description of War the Hero, I sense these trials are not only mere strength, but honor and others like qualifications. Beat 3 towers, get new magic. I dread to think about what would happen if Luis obtained it. I would prefer it in your hands, but what do you think? Will you undertake the
What will you
chalice?
do?
One tower is apparently south of our island here. It's called the Spire of Blind Faith. It is known by some of the islanders. But for precise information, you best have to stay informant. I hear there's a monster that takes up residence there, so I might not hurt to go in for a bit more protection.
Let's take a moment to prepare.
9.5. So, yeah. As the remaining 2 towers, I'm started living outside the island, might know something about
Let's
them.
check.
Alright.
I see.
Oh, have you? Already a few methods of learning about things beyond the island purview. So I've asked certain people to act as my eyes.
Be careful.
Be frank, I believe there are trials will be dangerous ones. The books even say countless are those who have lost their lives. But I believe if anyone can overcome them, it's you. That's why I wanted to inform you.
I'll see you
all
again.
seriously. Heroes of our island, I pray for your good fortune in battle, and I hope this legend learns out in the mighty power that you can use for good of the world. Thanks.
All right then.
Thanks for always being on my side from like the
Where
get-go,
to?
by the way. There's
Let's
another
go.
one. Oh, there's 2 here actually.
How did this
Should
happen?
have been an obvious thing would turn out this way. If Luis managed to gather some more support, yet we still failed in our duty to prevent it. I failed to defend the citizenry impartially. Have we incurred some divine wrath for our sins? Probably.
So that's
Oh,
what
now
it's
of all
come
times the
to.
knowledge of the tower finally in hand. Oh, such a woe is
What?
me. Did you say tower? Probably the same tower Adine was talking about, it, right? I know it with a fairy. You wouldn't be the heroes to save the island, would you? 1,000 pardons. So I must have excited and raised my voice, haven't I? I'm a star researcher, you see, conducting an academic investigation into the island's folklore. Within them, the one thing that draws my interest lately is the legend of 3 towers. I finally managed to pinpoint the location of one of these 3 towers, the Tower of Insolence, just north of this very town.
What shall I
I've
do?
seen the towers of monsters and probably infested, as it were. Given my current fortitude, I really had to put the subsequent field work on indefinite hold. Look, I'm fat. I'm not built for this. God, indeed this must be the trial the tower spoke of Deltez, one who grants a forbidden power to whoever completes it. Oh, but inspiration has struck me like lightning. It occurs to me that perhaps indeed the hero, the Saint Vian, might well have the hardness enough to complete such a trial. If there really is some forbidden power to be obtained, I'm sure it's safe in the hands of this illustrious hero. But I suppose that's having heard such astonishing tales. You're curious as their ferocity. It is certainly true. Or is it all as tall as the highest rise your mind can conjure? Well, there's one way to know for certain, and that's to walk your way to the highest point of the Tower of Insolence north of Altamary. Oh, and as a form for the proper details, yeah, I remember.
Let's take a moment to prepare.
I like how all these things are clearly a higher level than the supposedly
sounds right.
fire. Look at the tower enough to get me curious. We should look into it if we have the time. That's an taking the evacuation point to the Opera House. It is our sworn duty to help protect the towns from the riders along the way. Of course, if they break through Dalfranco Street, the evacuation shan't make a difference, but even so, I shall place my trust in my monk brethren and hold the line here.
You there?
The loose bloody nobles think they can hide in the Opera House. Ha! They're enjoy the performance tonight, all right. The singing of our blades. If Luis wins, our way is the way of justice, and those who wronged us will pay in blood.
Is it Luis?
Why, you little...
Oh, me?
You're going all mad. What does Luis want? If things carry on like this, we'll end up with a bloodbath for the competition for the throne.
The deadline is?
The day of the hero will decide the next king. Draws near. We must settle the score with Luis before then. Are you ready to... No!
Understood.
No, I am not. Excuse me, can you possibly be the prince? There are all manners of unpleasant rumors floating around, but I don't believe a word of them. In truth, I've had my eye on you since the exhibition. And then after learning your lineage as remarkable as your deeds, I knew for certain you're worthy of being the next king. To show my appreciation, your highness, I have some special promotion of sort. It's called the Warm Hearts Full Wallet Hot Springs campaign. You but to bathe in the hot springs, your highness, and you will receive a reward. When he puts them in the hot spring water you bathed in into the vial and bring it to me as proof, I'll have 30,000 reap to give you. Is that acceptable?
Wow.
So you're gonna pay us to take a bath? That seems weird,
It's
shady.
too much to
Why his
take.
highness works so hard to save his people? I just wanted him to have a moment to relax and offer a little momentary support. That's my sole desire. Will you accept? Sure.
Just
What's such
sublime.
kindness? It's an honor to know you believe in me. Hot Spring is underneath Blue Sky Bridge. A bit gloomy, I know, but especially being that it's only open at night. But the baths are a slice
Help me
of
out,
heaven.
would you?
You can always find me here. Please let me know when you acquire the spring water.
Let's give it a shot.
Okay. Why do you want me to
Okay,
take a
then.
bath? Hot Spring underneath Blue Sky. We'll head there if you want to take a bath. Why do you want to
All right,
pay me to take a bath? It's a bit freaky, don't you think? Anyway, I have a request I can turn
What
in.
now?
At night. Okay.
All right then.
Alright.
All right. Where to?
Back to the Honeybee Inn.
Let's go.
Let's get some info on what we're going to be fighting at this place, and then we're going to head off towards it. If you were half as diabolical as Luis makes you out to be, well then I doubt Fabian and Maria would lie on you so much. Though I suppose the support of the Hush Honeybee doesn't mean much and all that in the great scale of things. Believe me, mate, we're on your side until the very end. You can always let your guard down around here. I figured as much. The ominous color of that sky is reflecting the hearts of the people right now. It's quite unsettling.
Hey!
When you create the grand face in the sky, you've got quite the knack for grandiose undertakings, you know
Yep.
that? Oh, we're aware, but this is something we have to do. Otherwise, Luis will become king. We can't just stand by and let that happen. I see. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten any information about that place. It's not exactly a place anyone can just waltz into. But there are some sightings of monsters stalking the skies around the place. I suppose that these days, there's no telling what kind of fiends may appear. Regardless, I'm confident that you will be able to pull through
Please,
all this.
whatever
all
you
those trials
can
that
do.
you have already claimed a victory over, and know that you will do the same to Luis. I have placed my
It's
faith in you.
okay.
That's right. Our past experience has shown to us that we can overcome anything. Don't worry, we can do this. Ingredients about fish.
Hey!
Marble blue tuna, limp goldfish, and barred barracuda. All these sold by the butcher. But then there's Lord of the Lake. You want him? You're gonna have to fish him up yourself. Certainly no harm pulling up your own catch anyway. So why not try fishing to cool your head?
Hey!
Ruby meat, more coney meat, and monster bone, all butcher. Late leaves a meat dish. No one can make any higher. Okay. Monster parts.
Hey!
Giant worm meat, giant ribs, and fiend flour are sold on Idle Day at the stalls in Brohaven on Orberga Island. You can get dust by harvesting them from monsters, or otherwise check the stalls in Berga Island, where there's Dream Eater meat and Lumbee meat by campfires. What food would be made of monster parts even taste like? Go to Mortaria and you'll see.
Hey!
Looking for a white peach turnip or rock beans, and the butcher and grand trash have them stock. Say those red grass. I don't need that. Gauntlet. Oh yeah, haven't you heard anything about gauntlet shrooms? You have a gauntlet runner, yeah? Couldn't be faster to check the nooks and crannies. Okay, so I need to actually check my ship. Okay.
Hey!
You're the weather merchant at the square in front of the Grand Crash. Some new things in stock recently. Mellow Mill, Fragrance Spice, Briny Ship, Organ Sugar, Alterberry Wheat. The water shop in this town pretty much has it all. You don't hear much about the Queen's Honey Jar. What I've heard, though, is that sometimes fishermen reel that up instead. Maybe the water shop in Berga, or one heads to in stock. Why don't you take a look? Okay. Zealot of the Disgraced Rooms.
Want in on this?
Leader of that particular group of bandits is a man known as Sir Sidus. Word is he's a drifter who hails from Alterberry. That bloke is motivated purely by greed and has gotten a particular taste for gold. Perhaps tossing some out during the battle would be enough to distract him.
Really?
Sounds like he'll be fighting with skills that use money. Should be particularly effective. Other than that, he's particularly weak to light magic. Be sure you're properly prepared before going after him.
Whoa.
To be honest, Sidus himself isn't a figure of any meaningful circumstance. However, there is more to his story, and the information is still hazy.
Between us.
There's something far more dangerous in those rooms. The military may have put up these boundaries specifically for that reason. A treasure seeker sneaked in there and caught a glimpse of something. Whatever it was big, peculiar, and was buzzed with an aura of lightning. Maybe that means it's capable of using electric magic? Besides that, you must know at least a little more about this thing. I'm afraid that's all I can tell you. Whether the thing even exists is questionable. It's hard to separate the truth from lies on this subject. Regardless, it never hurts to be prepared. If you still intend to head out over there, make sure you're ready for anything. Alright, let's check out these requests and see which ones. We'll go from the lowest level one to the highest level one. Which seems to be this, the Edge of Glory. Yeah, the Incarnate in the Woods from Alterberry Heights. And the Tavern in DeFranco will give me information.
Alright then. Let's go.
Now, I spent more of this episode just talking and gathering information than I have actually playing.
Well, I'll not loiter. What's the world coming to? Smash it all to bits.
Is it Luis after all?
Luis is the only one left, isn't he?
How about a fortune?
Let's see.
Okay. So I'll be good to go
And
there.
right there's a labyrinth.
Okay.
Luis is
Thank
the
you.
only one left.
Where
isn't
to?
Where's the tavern at? There
Let's
you are.
go.
There's nothing to do but laugh. The Red Sky and the Pretender King, the Human Prince. Surely nowhere in the world could be as mad as our country is right now.
What can I do?
No
harm in just listening, you know.
What would you like to know? Oh, I can get all my information from you. Monsters of Mount Volcano. Mount Volcano was once a mine. It's famous for the hybrid precious metal stones found there. But at some point, monsters began to appear in the air. The miners tried their best to fight the mob, but they never stood a chance. Now, no one dares to go near the place, save for a few bold fortune seekers who continue to plumb to the mountain's
Keep
resources.
this to yourself.
A wide variety of monsters can now call the place home. What makes them unique is that they use attacks imbued with dark affinity. They will try to inflict a hex upon you, which will cause your fall attack to do more damage. Keep this in mind if you truly intended to go out there. Since the miners left, rumors have swirled that a rare treasure lying in wait on the mountain, but I can't verify those reports. If you fancy yourself a treasure hunter, it might be worth taking some time to look for the prize. Well then, I wish you luck. Giant is the abandoned path. According to my sources, it's true that a monster has appeared at the abandoned path. As you may know, that the forest where a group of people were said to have been abandoned, all for the sake of reducing the amount of mouths to feed during a famine. That story is merely a rumor. Even if it was true, it happened a long time ago. Despite that, people still avoid going near that place. They maybe no one knows the monster until recently. The beast is an Ordemios and appeared to have been made the area's new home. It's a bipedal giant that becomes absolutely unmanageable once it goes berserk. When it builds up its strength, it's become absolutely powerful. After it powers itself up, you need to prioritize dispelling its power. To do so, will overextend itself, making it weak. It seems as weak to dark, however, it will repel electric, so don't bother with that. Thankfully, there's no villages in the area. It's only a matter of time before it makes its way to a populated area, so please eliminate it. And last but not least, Tower of Insolence trial.
Keep this to
I hear something
yourself.
truly from it has appeared in the Tower of Insolence. It's been going around among those of us in the information business, but the rumors are all based in legends, so naturally I'm somewhat skeptical.
Hey!
Would you mind telling us what you know? I'm proud of the information being factual, so know that what I'm about to tell you is merely speculation on a legend. A very long time ago, there was a man who returned from the tower. I can't speak to the veracity of this man's statement, but he claimed a foul miasma-ridden body none can pierce, and a glare that will curse you, your children, and your children's children. He left this mysterious message and vanished. Just what did he see in there, I wonder. Logically, perhaps it refers to a monster immune to all attacks that curses his enemies. Yet, I merely offer my interpretation of an ancient legend. I feel like I'm disgracing my reputation just telling you this.
No harm in
now.
just
Still, I have to
listening, you
admit,
know.
I'm curious about what's actually in the tower. Do tell me you find out. Just don't do anything that'll get you killed. So it's an enemy that's immune to everything. You gotta use attacks that bypass its resistances.
What more can I do?
Alright. Feels odd to me. How are you doing? Okay, you don't have anything new. Alright, I think it's a pretty good place to stop. Jesus Christ, this world is quite literally falling the fuck apart. Well, I guess it's gonna be up to us to try to fix it though, huh? Either way, I want everyone out there to have a good morning, evening, day, or night, wherever you're at. But for right now, I am out. Later.